Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming to you from Bonham, Texas, at a awesome family member, a great woman that knew Carolyn Briggs. So, without further ado, I want to introduce you to who I call Aunt Edna, Edna Ransom Wilson. Hello, Aunt Edna. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Okay, all right. Doing well, thank you. Well, as you know, we just here to talk about Carolyn Briggs, my mother,
Yes.
a lady that came up missing in the the early '70s, late '60s, early '70s, by the name of Carolyn Louise Briggs. And I'm gonna just jump right in there. When you moved to Bonham, Texas, at a young age, who greeted you the most when you got here in Bonham?
Carolyn.
Carolyn did, my mother.
Yes, Carolyn did.
Well, tell us the story about when you went to school. Y'all went to school together.
Okay, I'll tell you this. When we moved from Denison, we moved to Bonham, and Carolyn took me to school.
Okay.
She was the one who took me to school when I was 6 years old when we came to Bonham. And she took me to school. We were in the first grade together.
And what school was that?
And that was Booker T. Washington.
Okay.
And Miss McIntyre was our teacher. And when we went to school, Carolyn introduced me to the teacher and the children. And the children told Carolyn, "What you bring that little white girl to school for?" Carolyn said, "That's my cousin, and don't you say it no more." She was my protector. She took care of me
Right on.
right through school, and she took care of me ever since. And we grew up together. We lived in the same house. We played. We run to the cafe and peeping in, as kids do, young kids.
So when you say
like to play.
cafe, it was also known as a juke joint.
It was a juke joint, Sadie's Cafe.
Okay.
And we would run up there to see the people dance, and we'd be out in the street dancing and things. We just had a good time growing up together.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, Carolyn she was right there. She she was something. I tell you, she didn't take nothing off of nobody. She stood up for herself, and she stood up for me.
Right. So you would, in your own words, you would say she was a pretty good person.
Yeah, she was a good person.
All right.
Yeah, she
All
was
right.
good.
All right. Nextly, when she came up missing, to your knowledge, or in your mind, what was your feeling at that time when you heard that she was missing?
I cried.
You cried.
I cried because we would come up together. We were close, and when you have someone that close to you and you don't think you'll ever see them again, that's a sad thing.
Right.
Especially when you grew up from childhood up.
Mm-hmm.
And then that person never comes back. You never see them no more. You never get to talk. You never get to do anything together. That's a sad time. And that was sad because nobody could tell us what happened to her.
Right.
Who she really actually left with.
Uh-huh.
We never really knew that. People would tell us different things before knowledge, to really know that. No, we didn't.
Nobody knew.
And that was a sad time for us.
It
was sad for the whole family. The whole family was saddened.
Yeah. So just knowing that this is the beginning, this is the very first episode of what we're gonna post every Sunday, and you're the first person that we actually interview. You and your husband, and you'll be on the first episode. So this is a joyful moment. This is not a moment to be sad or a moment to feel uncomfortable, because when it's all said and done, we will get answers. I promise you.
Yeah.
We'll get the answers that we're looking for. One more thing that I want to ask you. If Carolyn was listening right now, what I mean by Carolyn, I'm talking about Carolyn L Briggs, my mother. Mm-hmm. If she was listening right now, what would be one thing you would tell her?
I would tell Carolyn I love her, I miss her, and if she's still alive, we would like to see her again. And we pray that she will see this and recognize our voices, our faces, and want to, and reach out to us. That's what we want. We want her to reach out to us. If it's any possible way that she can reach out to us, we would love for that to happen, because we truly miss her.
All right.
She was a part of our life, and I tell you, we had a happy time.
Right.
Yes, I do miss her.
Yeah. Well, as her youngest child, I want to be the first to tell you thank you. I'm grateful that you taking your time out of your day
Yes.
to tell me a few things about my mother, because people like yourself actually got to enjoy my mother. I've never had that opportunity, so I have to live out my enjoyment through you guys when it comes to my mother. So I'm
Yes.
grateful, and I pray that you'll continue to hang in there with us until we get the answers
Oh, I'm
that
gonna
we
do
want.
that. Yes, I want to know. I want to know every time you find something out. I like to know about it
Okay.
too.
Well,
Yes.
you'll be the first to know,
All right.
and I thank you, and I appreciate you.
Well, you're so welcome.
All righty. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the conclusion about my interview with the lovely Edna Wilson. And to you, Mom, if you're out there listening, that's one of your best cousins and best friends that would love to see you
Yes.
again one day.
Yes.
So thank you guys for tuning in, and please, all you guys, please share this video. Thank y'all, and y'all have a blessed day.